Wow, getting a real sense of nostalgia here. That music, I tell you what, that used to give me goosebumps. So here we go, another brand new adventure in Duke Nukem's world. It's essentially, though, as you could already see, well, as you're gonna see, basically done exactly in the style of Duke Nukem 3D. The real classic, the real ass kicker, Duke Nukem is back, but this time on the Game Boy Advance. Now, obviously, we don't really see many 3D games done very well on the Game Boy Advance, or anything before that. So, you're probably thinking, is it going to be as good as the original Duke Nukem 3D on PC or N64 or PS1? And I have to say, I'm pretty damn impressed in the way this plays. It basically plays exactly like you would hope it would. It's exactly the same game style as Duke Nukem 3D on the PC, and as we remember from before. It's crazy how they've crammed it all into this little cartridge, and essentially a system that wasn't built to do 3D games. So, who do we have to thank for this? Well, obviously 3D Realms again, who produced the game originally. Developed, this time though, by Taurus Games. Have you ever heard of those? Now, they're an Australian company, so you've probably never heard of them, like most of us haven't. And it was obviously published by Take-Two. Take-Two always put their name to good games, as we know. But I believe they now are owned by EA, or they just don't exist. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, with Taurus Games, I will clap my hands to you. Good job. Really good job, guys. So I hear you ask, what do you have to do this time? Well, basically, this time, and get this, it's about alien scientists who have taken control of a top-secret area in Area 51, the military base. Obviously, the mythical place that we all know is real. And basically, they're plotting to overthrow the Earth. Okay, yeah, a bit of the same as normal. Obviously, it's not normally Area 1. Area 1? Where the fuck is Area 1? Area 51. As we know, this mythical place that is not in Nevada because it's mythical, is basically where Duke is running around, picking up guns. For some reason, he's found shotgun shells and gun clips. Now, if this happens in Area 51, I want to go there. Believe it or not, you've got 19 delicious levels to get through. Delicious. I like the way I say that. Bit Tom Green-esque? What am I even talking about? Tom Green-esque. There you go. God, I need to work on my talking. Either way, you gotta make your way through 19 delicious levels. Basically, spanning across, obviously, you've got Area 51, which I was talking about earlier, Australia, and the Pyramids of Egypt. Now, conspiracy theories would say that they were built by aliens, but Duke Nukem's going to answer that question for us. So what about the controls? Says one person. One person who is leaving me crazy messages about this game. Well, let me tell you, the controls are really bloody simple. Now, obviously for a Game Boy Advance, you would probably assume that it's going to be pretty damn hard to control. But no, not really. But then at the end of the day, I am also playing this on the Game Boy Player, on the GameCube, which I would probably say is the best way to play it. I'd probably say it's the best way to play most Game Boy Advance games or Game Boy Color games, because I just think it's so much easier. If you don't have the if you got an SP, then fair play. But if you don't, and you've got the standard Game Boy Advance, and you're trying to game in the dark, it just doesn't fucking work, does it? You got to get into the light to play your bloody game. Which kind of defeats the point, because you're a kid, and you're playing your games late at night, when your parents don't want you to be playing games, you can't. So get the Game Boy Player. Now, obviously Game Boy Player don't sponsor me, as you would assume they probably do. So anyway, I'm going to shut up about that. So, boss battles. Yep, there are boss battles. Just like Duke Nukem normally has, Duke Nukem 3D. As you can see here, the best way to kill most of them on this game are essentially just keep running around and keep gunning. It's just that simple. But then it is a run and gun sort of game, so really you should already know that. You shouldn't be listening to me. Most of you modern gamers are going to come up to me and be like, "Hey Al, does it have multiplayer?" Yes, of course it has fucking multiplayer. But I'm telling you now, it's not online multiplayer, because the Game Boy Advance doesn't have multiplayer. It's a you have friends type of multiplayer. You have to have the, what's it called? The link cable. Now, that's up to 4 players. So 4 players of fun, a frantic deathmatch. There's no co-op. Co-op would be awesome. I would have recommended that back in the day, if they had listened to me. But no, deathmatch, but that's fine. Classic deathmatch on Duke Nukem. It's a good lot of fun. Probably tell. This game is basically taken directly from Duke Nukem 3D. So graphically it's exactly the same, the sound's the same. But is that not what we want? We just want more Duke Nukem 3D. And this has done it. It's a whole different, totally different single player campaign. Exactly the same one-liners, same weaponry, like as you can see here, the shotgun's exactly the same sort of enemies, even, yeah, the enemies have come back, they're exactly the same. You even have the shrink ray. Why don't you just do that of Doom? Bring us a new Doom. Well, they're gonna bring us a new Doom, but it's, well, actually no, apparently it's gonna be like old style Doom, but we will have to wait and see. Anyway, so if you're just looking for nostalgia, and you already have Duke Nukem 3D, you want to play something different, then I would highly, highly recommend this game. Most people would. It's been reviewed very damn highly by a lot of people. IGN, GameSpot, you name it, they love it. So, well, and it costs peanuts now. So if you've got a Game Boy player, get this game. If you've got a DS, get this game. If you've got the standard Game Boy Advance, get this game. I really cannot rate it highly enough, because it is just so addictive. If you get motion sickness, don't play this game. It will make you feel sick, to put a long story short. So, I hope you enjoyed this. This is Duke Nukem on the Game Boy Advance. Duke Nukem Advance. Brilliant, brilliant game. Like I said, pick it up. Cost absolutely peanuts. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll be seeing you again soon. Not sure what I'll be bringing you, though. No. I have to think about that one. But anyway, have a great day. Like and subscribe. Please comment. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me again. And as Duke Nukem would say, piece of cake.